There was once a time where my YouTube looked like it might actually do something. Nowadays, not so much. My last video, less than 200 views. The video before that, 80 views. Needless to say, I'm not making much money off this at all. Last 28 days, £45. In May, £47. In April, I made 30 quid. So, we're going to try something. YouTube Shorts. We're not just going to try it out a little bit, we're going to properly try this. For the next 7 days, we're going to post 10 short form videos per day. And each video is going to have a high standard of effort put into it. We're not just going to post a bunch of baloney. Every video is going to be treated as I treat my long form content. The idea here is that not only will they do well, but they're actually going to attract a lot more viewers to my long form content, so they've got to be within the niche. Now if you're new to this channel, this is not so clueless. The videos I post are very much, you come to the channel not knowing something and you leave knowing something. Hence, you are no longer not so clueless. A lot of the niches that I tend to focus on is pop culture, it's celebrities, it's did you knows, it's where are they nows. All our short videos need to be within that kind of category. But I don't just want to post the same 10 videos every day. We want to split them up nicely. We want to have different style of videos so we can see which one works the best. So here's what we're going to do. Number 1, reaction videos. I've seen this a lot on YouTube Shorts. They seem to do brilliantly. Number 2, trending songs. I don't know how we're going to do this and fit it within the niche, but here's what all the experts say. Use a viral song, get viral content. So we're going to try it out. Number 3 is nostalgia videos. Nostalgia inducing videos is something that I built my channel off. I'm 31 years old. There's a lot of 30 plus year olds that watch my content. Well, the majority are over the age of 30. They come to my channel for nostalgia. Then we've got short, where are they now style videos, which I've spelt wrong, unbelievably. I'm going to leave it. That's how it's spelled now, okay? Now is now spelled with a K. Where are they now videos? So whatever happened to this person, they're what perform best on my channel. So it makes sense to do those. And the next one is did you know style videos. So that's 5 different categories of videos. We're going to post them twice a day. That is a grand total of 14 reaction videos, 14 trending, 14 nostalgia, 14 where are they nows, 14 did you know. 70 videos, that's a whole lot of work that we've got ahead of us. I say this is 7 days of trying YouTube Shorts because it's catchier for the title. The reality is it's going to be about 2 weeks, because for me to make those 70 videos, that's going to take me some time. So I'm going to create the 70 videos first and then we're going to post them. So let's get into it, I guess. Starting off with the reaction videos. The reaction videos is a good one to start with because essentially it should be the easiest one to do. The plan was to take videos that are already performing well on places like YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and just piggyback off them. Essentially, it's content that I already know performs well because it already has performed well, and I'm just giving a little extra context or my opinion to really try and steal some of those views. I actually ended up getting most of the videos from Reddit. Reddit seems to be the best resource for this one. Within this category of reaction videos, we're splitting it. We're going to do a mini test or a mini experiment within the experiment, and what we're going to do is we're going to do half the videos studio quality. So half the videos are going to have the best camera, the best microphones, the best lighting. I'm going to color grade them and I'm going to adjust and tune all the audio perfectly, and then the other 7 of them are just going to be casual. It's just going to be on my phone. I'm going to be walking around giving my opinion on it just to see if quality and equipment has any effect. So I've decided to do another mini experiment within the experiment, this time on the where are they now videos. The experiment is gonna be talking versus non-talking. I've read a lot about how people's accents can affect the performance of content, and there's no denying I've got an accent. There's also no denying that a lot of people dislike my accent. If you look back at my previous videos, it's a comment I get quite regular is that people hate the way I sound. I'm a proud Mancunian, you know what I mean? But people don't seem to like that. And B, more understandably, a lot of people just can't understand me. They don't know what I'm saying, and that's going to negatively impact the content. So, for half of these, I'm not going to talk. It's just going to be words on the screen. The other half, I am going to talk. Up next, we got the Did You Know style videos. Now, with the mini experiment in the reaction videos, I really like that, and I think that's definitely something that we are going to do throughout the rest of all of them, just to find out whether camera quality and audio quality and visual quality has any positive effect on the performance of the content. So that's something we're going to do throughout all of them. Next up, we got the nostalgia videos. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, it's been a week since my last update because it's just taken a lot longer than I ever anticipated it to take. I thought 70 videos, we could bash it out in 1 week, and then the next week we could upload them all. It's taken way longer, just the planning of them. The Where Are They Now videos took so long. Splitting them up between casual and studio quality is taking forever. But I digress. We are moving on, we're now to the nostalgia ones. With these videos, we're really trying to encourage people to comment as much as possible, and the way we're going to do that is 2 ways. One, remember this, let's talk about it. Flubber, who remembers that movie? Let's talk about it. And number 2 is rage baiting people. It's a bit of a dirty technique in terms of engagement farming, but if it works, it works. Am I right? And we need it to work now more than ever, because we've got to move on to trending music. Trending music is one that I've found really difficult for 2 reasons. One is trends are very quick moving. We're pre-planning everything. I started making these videos 2 weeks ago. What's popular now is Sabrina Carpenter, Man-Child. By the time I make a video on that and post it, it's no longer popular. We've moved on. Look at this. Hey, how nostalgic is this? A camera on my windowsill with a bed in the background. Is this not reminiscent of early YouTubers? Where's Zoella when you need her? Hey? Anyone remember when people just used to do this constantly for vlogging? Basically, the bed's not made. I've not long woken up, and this whole video has kind of turned into an ongoing diary. So I thought I might as well do the update now, because today we start rolling out the videos. I've got near enough all 70 video minus the trending music ones. It's been a lot harder than I thought, which opens the questions, is this sustainable if you were to do this full time? Could you really be posting 10 videos per day if this is how much work it takes to make 10 videos a day? I think probably the big issue is that I just don't have the time. Trying to plan out all the videos and make the time whilst working is a different story, and it's a bit sad, but I wanted to talk about it because it creates a kind of catch-22. Whereas in order to be a successful content creator, you need to be working at this kind of level. 10 videos per day. You need to be doing it. And if it's not 10 videos per day, it's 10 videos worth of quality put into one video, right? This is the kind of brutal schedule you need to make it as a content creator in today's world. The issue is that until you're getting paid for it, you can't do it full time. So you've got to do it around your other job. I'm working 40 hours a week full time and trying to do these videos. I'm doing them every morning, every evening to try and get them out. So 2 weeks it's taken me. If I were to keep on this schedule, by the time this week is gone, I would have a week of no content before I can start again. So it's frustrating. I'm gonna start posting them and I'm gonna get back to you next week, and we shall unpack all the results from this long experiment that it has been. Boy, has it been a journey. Let's get on with it. Right, here we are. Hello, it's been 1 week. Let's look into YouTube Studio and let's run through some of these results and talk through what actually happened here. So here we go, we're into the studio, and as you can see, first thing that your eye is probably drawn to is this lovely graph here, where you can see at the bottom all the video uploads and the success it looks like we've became from doing these YouTube shorts. First thing, let me address the elephant in the room. We're supposed to be doing 10 videos per day, as you know. The music ones I was going to do just every day, the music trending ones. I didn't actually do them because the very first day I realised that for the trending music videos I've got to use trending music, and a lot of that music on YouTube is copyrighted. So then you end up with like copyright claims on the account, and it also gets a bit murky. And I know you can do it with shorts where you don't have to, where you can use that music, you just can't be paid for the shorts, right? But I didn't want to risk getting any kind of strikes on the channel or anything for using the music, so I just decided not to do that. So this is what we ended up with, all the other videos that we created, which I think I mentioned it already, but let me just mention again, was a whole lot of work to create all these videos, to post this much content within 1 week. Took about 2 weeks of preparation, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it was like 2 weeks full-time job worth of preparation, like 40 hours per week. This is a full-time job, so the only success I'm looking to see is success that would warrant a full-time job. And it looks like we've got some success here. Views, green arrow, that means they're way up. What's this? 88.7 thousand more views than usual. That means usually I get about 12.5 to about 16,000 views in a 28-day period. I'm way up, 83,000 up. And then you look at the watch time. Usually it's about 700, 900. Now it's, what is it now? About 8,500. Subscribers. Usually I'm getting about 20 to 40. I got like 56 new subscribers. Everything is up. It seems brilliant. And the video there, success. We have made it, guys. The YouTube shorts was a success. Everybody was right. It definitely does good for your channel. It's definitely worth doing. Goodbye. However, when you look closer into these analytics, it's actually a lot more disappointing than it seems, because as I've mentioned, and I've put a lot of emphasis on just how difficult this was and how much hard work. Now, it is a known fact that it's easier to get views on a YouTube short than it is to get views on, you know, any regular long form piece of content you're going to put on YouTube. So when you're looking at these views and you're seeing it, I'm getting 80, you know, almost 90,000 more than normal. That's completely based on YouTube shorts, which isn't as impressive when you think about it. The same with the watch hours. The watch hours might be up, but the watch hours are up on YouTube shorts. At the end of the day, and I don't like to say that this whole thing is about money, you know, I don't just do the YouTube for money, but it would be great if I could make enough money off the YouTube for it to be worth it, to be able to actually pay to put some time in it. Like I said, doing these YouTube shorts was a full-time job. But if I'm not getting paid for a full-time job, it is clearly not going to work, right? Because I've got to work, do a full-time job, and then do this on top of it. Once you get to the point where it's that much effort, you start draining the fun out of it, and it's no longer enjoyable. So let's look at how all these green arrows and how getting 80,000 more views than normal affected my income. Last 28 days, 39 quid. Not much. So if I just get a calculator up here, because I'm terrible at maths, how many hours did I put into this? It was about 3 weeks, about 40. You know what? Let's say it was 30 hours a week. 30 plus 30 plus 30, 90. I'm getting paid 44 pence per hour, which basically is not enough to pay my rent. But I'll tell you what, let's just look at, for example, May. May was 47 quid. So I made more money in May without posting any shorts than this. I mean, look at this. May is 17,000 views, 900 watch hours, 31 subscribers, 47 quid. It's not a lot of money. I'm not living off that money, but it's worth to point out that if you look at that compared to the last 28 days, it's less money. It's way more views, but it's less money. All this effort into these shorts to make less money. I'm never going to live off the money that the shorts make. That's just common knowledge that the YouTube shorts, TikToks, Instagram reels, they don't make money. It's the long form content that does it. But the idea was that doing these shorts, if one of them does well, it's going to push people over to watching my other videos, right? Subscribers are on the up, so you would think the long form videos are on the up. So let's look at what happened. During this time, I posted 3 different YouTube videos that are 3 of the styles that I normally use. You've got exposing Cameron Herring, which is one that has a style that does well on my video and has done well before. Basically a little expose. It's an expose style video. You've got the woman that gave birth to 17 rabbits, a really interesting and true story, which is something that I like doing on the channel, storytelling. And then I tried the 30-day split challenge, which is what we're doing now, not the splits, but my newest style of video, which is where I try these different challenges. Those 3 was posted within the time period of doing this shorts challenge. The results are that 2 out of the 3 was my least watched videos ever. They were the worst performing videos I've ever posted. And the one that actually did semi alright only got 190 views. So if you look at this, 40 views, 45 views, 190 views. Now if you look before I posted any shorts whatsoever, it's not great, right? I'm still 79 views, 98 views, 84 views. This is what encouraged me to want to do the shorts, the fact that my content was on such a downward spiral. But it's just got worse. It's literally got worse with doing the shorts. It's like I'm cluttering people with that many shorts that they don't even want to look at my long form content anymore at all. I'll tell you what, let's do that. Let's analyse the content and just to see out of the shambles what it was, what did succeed and what didn't succeed. Here now what you're looking at on the screen is my most popular content, so it's mixed with some of the older stuff that I've done, like this most disgusting diet ever is not part of this challenge. And the reason that's at the top is not because it's the most popular thing I've done, it's just I don't know why YouTube does that, but it takes a while for it to update. So you know, good news out of all of this is that I've hit a PB. My best performing video on YouTube Shorts has been, well, it wasn't difficult because like I said, I didn't do much shorts in the past before, but what you will notice, the top performing content were these kind of nostalgic where are they nows with no talking. So basically when I talk, views go down. The more I talk, the more views go down. This one's going to be an extra long video, so just to show you, if you look at the views on this video, you will notice you're 1 out of like 1. There's not a lot of people watching this because I'm talking a lot. A lot of people seem to have tuned out. So non-talking ones seem to do the best. Short, snappy, where are they now? Not just, and I did a couple of styles with this, but this was the best one without me in it, without anything, just remember this person, here's where they are now. That did quite well. 16, it was number 1, top of the charts on my videos, and number 2, top of the charts on the video, and it was number 4, top of the charts on the video. So as you can see, they were definitely the best performing videos. When you look at the worst performing videos, nothing stood out as unusual. The one thing that I think it is worth noting is that within this test there was also a mini test, right, where in one style of the video I was doing really high end lighting audio camera. I was using this Sony ZV-E10 Mark II with a Tamron lens. I was using my two big studio quality lights. I was using a Rode microphone. I was using a blue light at the back. I was dressed, I was styled. It was really high quality. Whereas the other type of videos, I was just doing me just filming myself out and about on my terrible phone with terrible audio and terrible camera quality. There were no differences. So it affected the views that were affected were insignificant. As in, it took me about 2 hours longer to do the studio quality videos because of how I had to edit them and because of how I had to set up, which was completely just not worth it. So for anyone who is doing this and wants to take some piece of advice from this experiment, I would say do not focus on camera quality. It was always content over quality in the end, which is what people say, and it's just really been proven there, is that the camera quality, the audio, none of that had any impact. In fact, I feel like a few of the videos would have performed better if I did them on my phone as opposed to the camera quality. And I think that having the high camera quality was putting people off a lot of what I was saying, because I was trying to sound authentic and I was trying to sound more like I am now, where it's just casual and there's no script and it's just off the top of my head. And that was hard to do when you've got such a high quality camera setup, because people look at that and they see this has been planned out. As a mini experiment within the experiment, I also started putting them on TikTok, because I thought I've done all this work and I could see by like day one that it was not paying off in the slightest. So I started putting them on TikTok to see what would happen with that. And if you thought they performed badly on YouTube, wait till you see TikTok. TikTok absolutely got nowhere with this. Can you see that? This is the TikTok. We're talking like a waste of my time, basically. They were averaging like, probably I'll say, a lot of them was like hitting 500 views and then no more. So you could say that maybe the content was just bad content. Maybe I just did not make good content. I put in a lot of work on this content and it was terrible content. But it seemingly was posting so much, TikTok just stopped people seeing the content altogether, because a lot of the videos I've got like 0 views. This one had no views whatsoever, nothing. So people had seen, so I posted that on TikTok and TikTok said, right, okay, who should we show this to? No one. If you look at the analytics and the insights on TikTok, which I'm not going to do because it's not part of this video, but it literally said like impressions, no one. It just stopped showing them. I think it kind of I think TikTok just thought I was spamming, so it just stopped showing them. That's kind of it. A little bit disappointing, not gonna lie. This is a new type of video I've done, where I'm trying these experiments, and it's a lot of effort into these new videos, and it really just is not paying off, which is starting to get on my nerves a little bit. And the results are also not great either. So I did the water challenge video. That's about 2 weeks worth of work put into that video for it to just perform terribly, A, and B, I didn't even get the results that I wanted from the video. Then I done this split challenge one, and once again, performance terrible, and the actual results from the video terrible. Now I'm doing this shorts one, and I can already see that the results from the shorts are terrible, and I can only imagine that posting it on YouTube is going to do the same thing. So I'm probably going to put less effort than my other videos into editing this, because it doesn't seem to do much. Also, just before I end this, I realised I just went on a bit of a downward spiral of a tangent about how terrible this has all been. But if you are watching this, even if you're that one person that has even just skipped to the end to see what I'm talking about, thank you for staying around. I really do appreciate it. And it's people like yourself that really make this worthwhile. On the splits one, even though that didn't perform well, I got one comment from someone, just one comment, and big shout out to them, because that encouraged me to actually finish this video, which at the point I didn't even think I was going to finish.